I'm very pro Toledo. I love our community. It's a very affordable place to live. And if you truly need the big city stuff, if you need, professional sports teams, Detroit is, 45 minutes up the road. You can get to Cleveland in a couple of hours. So those things are definitely relatively close. And when you think about somebody who maybe lives in the suburbs of Chicago, it may take an hour just to get from Naperville to downtown Chicago to go see a basketball game. No different than if you're going to travel up to Detroit to go see a basketball game. You're still going to spend an hour in the car traveling.
On a good day. You use the analogy about Chicago and Naperville. I'm a native born and raised Chicagoan. I'm not sure if you used that
no,
example.
I did
not. So, yeah, the Naperville to downtown, particularly, in the 80s where you're going to catch a Michael Jordan basketball game or go watch the Cubs at Wrigley Field. An hour if you're lucky, an hour and a half of the day. So you're right. And because of my experiences before coming here, I value the same things you value, Eddie. I'm just in awe of the resources we have in this area that I certainly don't take for granted. Being able to have the resources, as I mentioned earlier, access to the highways to get to those major metropolitan areas, but even the resources here that sometimes may not be offered at the bigger cities, right? We have a world-class museum here. We have a world-class zoo here. We have a great science center. I can go on and on. The metro parks are the best in class in the country. The resources that are afforded us here with the cost of living certainly holds an attraction. And, we're doing our part to continue to foster an environment that will make it very, very convenient for the community, both from a professional standpoint, but also from a personal standpoint as well.
So I didn't even know I was providing my segue to my very next question is who is Thomas Winston? So Chicago is where you're born and raised and you headed this direction because you just heard Toledo was just such a great city.
That's about right. So yes, Chicago kid, native Chicagoan, born and raised. My first foray into Ohio was I did my undergraduate work at Ohio Wesleyan University in Delaware, outside of Columbus. As now Delaware and Columbus are relatively connected now.
Yeah.
After finishing up at Ohio Wesleyan, I went back home and worked in the investment banking industry. I did my grad work at Loyola Chicago and finished that up, and an opportunity presented itself to do global finance. That my background is pretty much in finance and strategy. So I took a position with Warren and Lambert, Pfizer company in the New York City area, relocated to New Jersey and New York City to work for Pfizer at that time. My wife, who I met at Ohio Wesleyan as well, was out there and doing work as well, working with Pfizer and particularly on the Trident Gum team. And we decided we wanted to start a family. And as we did that, we wanted to get back into our Midwestern roots. So an opportunity presented itself with Owens Corning, and actually Owens Corning brought me to Toledo in 2003.
Oh, wow.
And I worked with Owens Corning, then doing a lot of the global work I did at Pfizer, leveraging that background experience. And then an opportunity presented itself here at the Port Authority, working at the Port Authority, really combining a lot of the things I did in my prior private sector experience, the finance, the strategy, the planning, the HR work. And, I guess my predecessor combined a couple of jobs into one and said, tag, you're it. And, the rest is history. So I've been with the Port Authority since June of 2010. And it's been a great success and a great ride, and would not have expected to do anything different. It's been certainly very rewarding, and to see the things that we're doing and to talk with the community on a regular basis, and seeing the impact, the direct impact that we have in what we do. Just as fascinating. And again, as I talked about, my colleagues and I, we talk all the time about really having a passion in what we do, and really, really, really are just trying to see this community move forward.
You know, based on your experience in schooling, you know, it's pretty tremendous, all the experience you've had. And looking at you, I would have thought you just graduated from college.
Well, no, I appreciate that, Eddie. And I'll leave it at that. Trust me, yeah, I wish that were the case, but certainly we're full throttle, and there's never a dull moment, but we wouldn't expect it any different way. This is what we do and what we love to do. So, no, I appreciate that. And as long as we can continue to have some of the successes that we've had and continue to move the community forward and work with partners and identify where the needs are in the community, we're going to continue to do it. We're going to continue to do it. And we believe the best for this community is still yet to come.
I believe that myself as well. So, Thomas, I am very thankful for what you and your entire team at the Port Authority is doing for our community. I love Northwest Ohio. I love all the things that it offers for our community. And you hit it on the head. A world-class symphony, zoo, the museum. There's so much to offer here. So family-friendly. I truly love it. Thanks for everything you guys are doing to improve this community and make it second to none.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you for those kind words, and thank you for the opportunity to tell the Toledo-Lucas County Port Authority story. Thank you.
Yep, I greatly appreciate it. Everyone, thanks for tuning in again to Coffee with Eddie. This is Thomas Winston with the Lucas County Port Authority. Please tune in to see us again. Thank you.